again, we're at the point before you've actually gone on the street and started talking to the girls. Mindset, right. If you want to be masculine, well, the first thing is don't ever apologise for a single drop of your masculinity, right? I mean, I'm probably preaching to the choir here, but modern society is allergic to masculinity, right? You have all these weird terms like, testosterone poisoning and, guys being really faggy and effeminate, right? And the great thing about that, as much as it'll fill you with disgust walking around the streets seeing these guys, is basically all these guys are removing themselves from the game, right? They're removing themselves from your competition. The feminine is attracted to the masculine, and there's an absolute drought in terms of good high quality masculinity out there in the street. I mean, you look at hot girls and you might think, fucking hell, it's so easy for them. God, she's so hot, I want to fuck her, everyone wants to fuck her. It must be so good. But she's walking around the street thinking, like, where are all the real men? Right? There's a loaded dick, but it's all women, no? So the fact that you are unapologetically masculine, right, that you're pimping it, that you're macking it, makes you stand out in and of itself. So never ever apologise for it, right? If anything, you want to maximise it. So that means the moment you decide to become really masculine, just like the moment you decide to go out and do day game, you're condemned and blessed to stand out. Right? You're immediately taking yourself out of the, like you've got the bucket full of crabs trying to drag everyone down. You're immediately taking yourself out of that, and you're saying, right, I'm an outlaw, I'm different, I'm going to go my way, I'm going to go out and get what I want. You're immediately separated from the chodes. But there's phrases like, it's the hammer that sticks up that gets hammered down, right? Phrases like, don't stick your head above the parapet, right? Because then the archers shoot at you, right? That means you've got to be ready to handle that pressure, of course, because now you're standing up and you're standing out. You have to stand out to get noticed, but you've got to give yourself permission, because especially if you're new to this, you're gonna fear standing out, you're going to fear the censure, you're going to fear getting like sniped up by your mates or by the spotlight effect. So the easiest way out of this is to know that the only person who needs to give you permission is yourself, right? You give yourself permission to be cool, you give yourself permission to change your haircut, to change your shirt, to change your shoes, to walk in a different way. And the beauty of it is in the street, as the street constantly refreshes and it never remembers. So you can go out and try a certain look, a certain style for like a week in Covent Garden and Oxford Street. You can decide, hang on, this isn't fitting, it's not working. You go out with something different the next week and nobody remembers, right? The internet always remembers, but the street never does, right? The street has a 30-second memory. So you have the freedom to try this, because actually no one's going to punish you for it. So give yourself the permission. And then also, getting back to on the belligerent smoothness, is this kind of, I think there's two kind of masculine frames for day game. You're either hunting or you're fishing. So how to describe that? Well, when you're hunting, you go out searching for women, right? You think of yourself as the tiger or whatever. You're going to stalk, you're going to look for the prey, you're going to lock onto them, and you're going to take them down. Right? That's quite a belligerent frame. Fishing, what does a fisherman do? He makes an attractive lure, throws it out there, waits to see what bites, and then learns how to reel it in expertly. Right? Those are two different ways. So the purest expression of that would be solo day game, walking around, eyeballing all the girls as hunting, sitting in a cafe with your mate, checking out the streets for the right girl to come past, waiting for IOIs, is more fishing. The reality is you have a bit of both. But again, like, what do men do when they finally get away from their wives on the weekend? Certainly in America anyway, they either go out hunting or they go out fishing, right? These are very natural masculine urges. So if you visualize yourself as being either hunting or fishing, you'll normally feel a bit more masculine about it. You'll feel more like going out there and chasing women is what you're supposed to do, what you're born to do. It's like the blood pulsing in your veins is telling you hunt and fish, right? It's actually very congruent, which helps offset the initial incongruence you'll feel from doing day game because no one else does it.
between your thighs, yeah. I'm the man with the outrageous plan.